At the start of the film, we are introduced to Sarah and John, a couple facing a deep personal struggle. John is consumed by his work, while Sarah, who is pregnant, is dealing with severe illness. One day, while she's feeling particularly sick, Sarah calls John for help, but he doesn't answer. Later, when she returns home, Sarah receives the devastating news that their son has passed away. This loss overwhelms her, and she becomes increasingly withdrawn, staying inside their home in a constant state of sadness. John, seeing Sarah's despair, decides they need a fresh start. He proposes they move to a new house, hoping that a change of environment will help Sarah heal. Sarah, although not initially excited by the idea, agrees. They spend weeks searching for a new home online and visiting various places, but nothing feels right. Just when they are about to give up, a woman tells them about a mansion owned by her friend, who is looking to sell it. Intrigued, John and Sarah visit the property, which is located in a remote area. Upon first glance, they feel uneasy, sensing that something is off, as if the house could be haunted. But once they step inside, they are stunned to discover that this is no ordinary house, it's a grand mansion, beautiful and spacious. They meet the owner, Amy, who gives them a tour of the home. She explains that the mansion was built in 1980 and took nearly 2 decades to renovate. Everything about the house feels perfect to Sarah, as if it's her dream home. Over lunch, Amy asks why they're interested in living in such an isolated place, to which Sarah replies that they've faced many hardships and just want to start over, away from everything. Amy is supportive and suggests they stay for a day or two to get a feel for the place before making a decision. Thrilled by the offer, Sarah and John agree to stay. Before they leave, Amy gives them one strict instruction: they must never open the basement door. John and Sarah are puzzled but agree. That night, they settle in, and the next morning, when they go out, they find that Amy has left them a letter, offering the house as a gift. They are stunned. How could someone just give away such a mansion? The letter includes only one condition: not to open the basement door. John is skeptical, feeling like there must be some sort of trick or hidden secret. He wonders if something dark lurks behind that door, something that could trap them. John's doubts grow when a man who had told them about the house arrives with property papers, confirming that the house is now theirs. Sarah convinces John that this is an opportunity they can't pass up, as it would be too costly to renovate any other home. Reluctantly, John agrees, and they move in. As they settle into their new home, they host a welcome party, where they are joined by Lisa, John's ex-girlfriend. This reappearance unsettles John, as he fears Sarah might find out about his past affair with Lisa, which had continued even after their marriage. After the party, John confronts Lisa and asks her why she's there. Lisa insists it's just to visit as a friend, but before they can talk further, they are interrupted by a terrifying scene. A group of strangers, armed with petrol bottles, threaten to burn down the house if John and Sarah don't leave. Though the men leave without carrying out their threat, John is shaken. The next day, John faces more trouble when he discovers that Lisa has filed a false report about him at work, leading to his suspension. He tries to hide this from Sarah, fearing that she might learn about his past with Lisa. In his frustration, John becomes increasingly fixated on the basement door. Unable to ignore his curiosity, he seeks out the original architectural design of the house, hoping to uncover what's behind that forbidden door. The designer reveals that the first tenants also sought the house's blueprint but never returned for it, which makes John uneasy. The designer also tells him that Amy had once lived in the house, but her family mysteriously left years ago, with no explanation. Determined to learn more, John breaks the lock on the basement door. Inside, he discovers a hidden cellar under the floorboards, and when he removes the wood, he realizes he has uncovered a horrifying truth: this basement is connected to Sarah's past. Panicking, he quickly seals the door, hoping to keep Sarah unaware of what he's found. Meanwhile, Lisa, filled with jealousy and anger, decides to tell Sarah about John's past affair. But when she arrives at the house, Sarah is missing, and Lisa finds herself growing even more resentful. After some time, Sarah returns and confronts John about the basement. John lies, claiming he found nothing of significance. Despite this, Sarah has a moment of joy when she discovers she's pregnant again. Overwhelmed by happiness, she shares the news with John, who is relieved that things might finally be looking up. Soon after, the false accusations at work are cleared, and John is reinstated. Their lives seem to be returning to normal, but strange things keep happening. As John begins preparing a room for the baby, he discovers a bullet lodged in the wall behind a candelabra, part of Amy's old collection. This discovery raises suspicions that something sinister happened to Amy's family. John suspects that the bodies might be hidden in the basement. Before he can investigate further, the police arrive with tragic news: Lisa has been murdered. Her body was found in the woods, and John is immediately implicated due to his past affair and the accusations she made against him. During the investigation, Sarah lies to the police, claiming John was at home the entire day, saving him from suspicion. Afterward, Sarah confronts John, revealing that she knew all along about his affair with Lisa and had been pretending for the sake of their family. But now, with the police investigation looming, Sarah admits that it was she who killed Lisa. She tells John that she murdered Lisa out of jealousy, and to hide her crime, she disposed of the body in the basement. Shocked, John listens as Sarah explains how she wrapped Lisa's body in plastic and threw it in the basement, hoping to erase all traces of her crime. Now, with everything hanging in the balance, Sarah makes John promise never to open the basement door again. She warns him that if anyone finds out, they will both be in danger. The next day, after sealing the basement, John and Sarah continue their lives, trying to put on a facade of normalcy. Yet, John's unease lingers. As time passes, they receive a package from Amy containing the key to the basement, indicating that they passed her test. Amy has given them permission to open the basement door. But with the dark secrets they've already uncovered, will they dare to open it? The film ends on this chilling note, leaving the mystery unsolved and the couple's fate uncertain.